Hi, it's Mikaday. Thanks for tuning on in. Today is going to be a pretty exciting time. Back playing Honkai StarRail, and I will be playing with, hopefully, we'll be pulling for Lingsha, potentially also her light cone. We'll see how the initial pulls go, because I do have a fair few number of warps saved up, but also good to keep some in your pocket. And I'll kind of give my thoughts on her as a playable character in a variety of team comps, because there's definitely multiple ones you can do. And also kind of talk a little bit about Topaz, because she's the other feature banner character. So without any further ado, let's get to it. So starting out with the aptitude showcase. We're going to start with Topaz because I'm not as excited about it. I already have her, so I won't be pulling there. Hey! So, like I said, I already have Topaz, and I would say I use her somewhat consistently. I'm doing pretty well today. I hope you're doing well, too.
Hey you, time to check your books.
So, my thing about Topaz is that if you're talking about pairing her with someone like Fei Xiao, for instance, March wins in that comparison, even though she's only a 4-star character, because her attacks are more targeted to the enemy that your other person is facing, unless you're going into a boss fight. Because if you're fighting a boss where you're consistently targeting one enemy rather than a multitude, Topaz wins because she can consistently attack that enemy with her skill. The only downside there is that she is very skill hungry in that case.
Evaluation begin. Liquidation. The market is unpredictable. Right. Investing in victory means the
Cause look, she was one of my first characters I went for. I have thoughts on Topaz.
My turn.
And I'm actually a little bit upset that March has skill crept her so well. Because she really has. Which is unfortunate.
You can't run. Steady. Try that again. Better cut her losses.
Like, I'm not saying she's bad, but I'm saying if you've already got March for free at that 5-star level, you really don't need Topaz on that team. There's other teams she shines in, but for that team, March is more consistent as a pick.
With interest. No manners, huh?
Which I tend to like her paired with Firefly more. Topaz, that is.
Welcome, customers.
Ah, yes, actually. Yeah, if this is what you're referring to, the one in Penacony, this is what I used on her. We'll be windsoaring it. Yeah, so it is in Penacony. Just right over here. So in the Grand Theater, kind of over to the left. So basically right along with where kind of the artifact set that works for both Firefly and then also Lingsha kind of is. do the theater. You know, I don't know about that. I don't remember when exactly that got unlocked. If you can get into the theater, you shouldn't need to, but I think you might need to fight Aventurine to get into the theater. Because I seem to recall this being like very end game content for Penacony. He's tricky. You need lots of AoE. I took... Who did I even take into that fight? Herta's a good one to build for that fight. Really any AoE character is gonna be your best friend. Cause yeah, AoE and then also a good shield character. Cause you need to be able to take the hits. But yeah, that was a tough fight. Whenever I have to go up against him again, it doesn't go well. I barely handled it the first time, I will say. It was not a good time. But yeah, it does feel like that's a fight that really wants those specific characters for AoE more than anything.
Ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
Wow, she really does say that
Spicy,
all, huh?
stimulating. Something ominous has arrived.
Okay, so they've got her like half built here. I always like to check because sometimes it does matter. And with full Iron Cavalry, which is interesting. She is gorgeous. Okay. Interesting artifact choice. When I build her, I'm probably going to do half Iron Cavalry and then half just the basic healer set, considering. She's really pretty. And I feel like she's got enough like difference with some of the other female characters too, where she stands out a little bit, which is nice. Skill, ultimate. What's her technique? That's what I need. Oh, okay.
The stench of evil.
Plus the AoE on her, that is so nice.
Both body and mind must be pure. You won't get away.
Okay, interesting. So this is like kind of a parody of a follow-up attack team. Except not quite. The same as you'd get with Fei Xiao. She still does decent healing for not having any healing boost too, which is quite nice.
Dreams do come true.
Which, as expected,
The mood
considering
is set just right. Let the show begin.
her whole deal, but still very nice.
Commencing support.
Honestly, I just kind of want to hear her voice lines for the skill, and then I'll put it back in double speed. So for these guys, I can. I mostly just want to hear Lingsha's voice lines since she's new.
You won't get away.
Because otherwise, I will always play with her in full. Come on. Okay, she didn't
Immerse
say
yourself
anything.
in it.
Okay, we'll slow down.
The truth burns clear as a flame.
Okay.
Everything in this world is merely fleeting.
Nice.
Stay in step.
Okay, that should be all of them. Accidentally?
Let's improvise.
Is this an accidentally on purpose sort of a scenario or an actual accident? Okay. Alright. How'd you manage that one?
Be of your body and mind. Commencing support.
Whoa.
Ready for another?
Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
You won't get away. The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
Honestly though, nice. That's a good way to have that happen. And her C1 is pretty solid too. Just from reading through it. Alright. I don't need to trial any of these guys. I have all of them. They're fun. Okay, she needs to come home early enough that I feel comfortable pulling for her light cone because her light cone is great for her. There's very few other. I know. Yeah, honestly, I feel like I'm due a little bit of good luck. This should be nice because I need a break effect healer light cone that isn't already being utilized because Gallagher's got his, but he needs to keep that. Yeah, I'm hoping that I get similar results here. I could use an early pull. I doubt that it will happen, but I could use one. Okay. Misha again. The one slight bonus here is that I think I have everybody here, C6. No, actually. I don't have an exact start date. I'd have to look, but I actually haven't been playing too terribly long. Like it's been a while, but I play more consistently than anything. Let's see, my start date should be somewhere. Here? Nope. I don't know where to find that. I know it's somewhere, but definitely not since the beginning. Since around Topaz's, I think her first banner. So, like, start of Penacony storyline, when they were starting that-ish. But not since the beginning, no. Yep. That's a good call. Yeah, so still this year, couple months now, but not since the beginning for sure. Oh, that's interesting. What is that? That's new. I don't have one of those. Ah, break effect harmony. Okay. Huh. Most curious. Alright, so we should be on 30. Do you really? I feel like I have, like, no harmony light cones. I don't know what that's about. I mean, I also don't really play harmony characters so much. Huh. Just as I'm ready to stop playing as Natasha, finally get one of her Eidolons. That's mildly unfortunate timing. Could have used that, you know, a couple months ago. Alright, come on, Lingsha. Nope. A lot of it was just playing. Other than I skipped the 2 banners before Fei Xiao, so I had a pretty good stock for her. Plus just doing a bunch of content in the middle, and I do like the Welkin thing, like the daily login check-in thing that you get, so that helps. But a lot of it's just I've been saving for a long time for this between characters. Plus I've like finished the whole storyline up until current and explored almost all. Oh. Oh yeah? What made you want to quit? Yeah. I getcha. Yeah, the 50-50, the gacha system in and of itself can be rough, especially if you don't get the character you really want. I feel like, yeah. My biggest recommendation for that one, that boss fight in particular, would be build your defense trailblazer. Because that's kind of that ability to basically tank on that certain amount of any damage you get hit with is so helpful for that fight. You really need it, otherwise you basically just get one shot in my experience, especially when he goes to do his ultimate or his version of the ultimate. Okay. Nice. Because, yeah, that really helped. And then having Natasha actually built also helps. I don't know what healer you're using. I actually used, let me show you. So I used Trailblazer, Preservation Trailblazer as my shield character because that was all I had for a long time. It really, realistically speaking, is all I have currently. In terms of relic sets, I recommend the Bellabog set. And then for artifacts, again, just Bellabog and then Knights of Purity. To really boost the defense, you're not going to get much attack out of her, but that's not what she's there for. And then E6 for sure. So that helped me with that fight so much. And then honestly, any light cone is fine. This is just a random one, but really any preservation light cone would be just fine. Anything that boosts defense is going to help out. But yeah, I just used preservation trailblazer. And I think I took Serval and Herta into that fight as well with Nat. So if you can get Natasha's ultimate, basically wait to use it until after he does his whole thing, if you can. If you can't, you can't. But then the AoE of these two will help you avoid his big old attack that is truly problematic. But yeah, if you can build your preservation trailblazer up and get her decent artifact set, that will help out a lot, I think, with that fight. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Stupid Bailu. No! Really? I hate her so much. Not actually as a character, but like to play, I hate her. Gosh darn it. That's so unfortunate. Stupid 50-50. Alright, well, that's the light cone out of the way, I suppose. We're not getting that. More than likely. Although I guess you never know. Come on, Lingsha. Give me like 10 pity or something. Insane. Nope. This is Kanichi all over again, I tell you what. I got a full pity both times. That wasn't full pity, but it was pretty rough. It was pretty close, actually. Okay. Might actually C6 her. That's something. Alright, come on, Lingsha. Really, 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 really need you to come home here. Wow, really? Huh. I wish I was that lucky. Like, it's always terrible to lose one, but I feel like Honkai gives you just more stuff in general. For free, as opposed to Genshin, which just doesn't give as much. So I feel like if I have to lose one, I'd rather lose one here. Genshin does not love me, and apparently neither does this game. Because this is just unfortunate. Oh. That's a random one. Okay. I have to say that probably the game that I feel like I have had my best pulls in is actually Zenless Zone Zero. I've been more consistent in that game with my pulls than any other. Like, literally the other day, I did a 10 pull, and I got, out of that 10, 6 4-stars in a 10 pull. Yeah, I do. Not usually on stream. I haven't streamed it very significantly, but I do play. We've got to be getting close to here. Come on. Yeah, I've been playing that one since day one. It is. I like the combat mechanics a lot too. It feels very smooth, which is fun. And it's a lot easier, it feels like, for mouse and keyboard than Genshin is to play. Currently, I kind of am cycling a little bit between Zhu Yuan and then her little sister whose name I can't pronounce. Ooh, there we go. The Electra girl, if you know who I'm talking about. Interesting. Alright. She's in here somewhere. There she is. Goodness. That's a proper assortment right there. Yeah, her. All right. There you are. Okay. Probably hold off on the light cone. We will stick her in Gallagher's for right now, because that'll do. I did not, no. But I also have been, even though I've been playing that one for about the same time as I've been playing these ones, I've been playing it a lot less just because I've been streaming everything else. So I think it's okay. I think we want... Okay. So for her, we are gonna want... I am planning to run her in a combination set, which normally would not be the way to go, but pretty much exclusively in this case, because I do want to use her for healing, I'm going to run her in a double set. So focusing on attack and break damage, so break effect, rope, attack percent, and then essentially a combo of what they ran her. So they recommend essentially a full set of Iron Cavalry. I'm throwing in the healing for the 10% outgoing healing boost. And that should do just fine if we look at her stats. Not a lot of crit rate, crit damage. It's okay. But stacked on the break effect and on the outgoing healing, so. That should be decent. And we can get her on up there. I should have all of her stuff to
Under a red silken
level
canopy,
her too.
fragrant spices swing from each corner.
And get her all her talents. I was able to pre-farm. For Lingsha, I'm essentially gonna slot her in to the Fei Shao team where Gallagher is and try that. So
Under a red silken canopy, fragrant spices swing from each corner.
it'll be Fei Shao, March, and then her with either Harmony Trailblazer or Run Mei, depending on the goal. So, and I think that should be pretty solid. I will probably run her with Run Mei for the increased break effect, as opposed to the speed boosts I get from Harmony Trailblazer. But I feel like either would honestly be equally as effective. Just depending on what you want to get out of it.
Having grasped such profound truths, whose home isn't overflowing with riches?
Ooh, that's nice actually. That 2 of her bottom talents are all boosting for break effect. Alright, what do they recommend here? Yeah, obviously, secondary would be the skill. That makes sense. But yeah, I think that should work decently well, although I am excited to see how she plays well with this team. Because you never quite know until you try out a character in a group how it's gonna go. So, because I feel like her options are, they're not super limited, but they are a little bit limited, purely based on the fact that she does want fire weakness to a certain extent. So she would also pair pretty well with Firefly, I think, as part of a break team, which would be the alternative option and where she may end up as well in terms of my team comps, which essentially is almost the same as where I would put Gallagher.
Smoke rises from the fireless stove.
Ah, there we go. There's that extra help
Smoke rises from the fireless stove.
that we're gonna need. Oh, that was 4%. I thought for a second I misread. I saw 40 and I was like, excuse me, what? 4 makes a lot more sense. But yeah, her break effect boost, that's really what's gonna get you here. Because you do essentially, she does want to be built almost identical to Gallagher here. In essence. Alright. Let's put her on the team and try this out. Because I'm thinking a simulated universe run, well, Divergent Universe in particular, should be a pretty good test trial.
To the great General Fei Shao's herald.
Because it'll allow some team substitutions as well, which is, in my opinion, one of the better tests. So, Let's go see how she does. She is. She really is.
The hustle and bustle of the world. Still so charming.
Plus, you know, now I've got an all-female girl boss team going on, so I feel like that's a win. For sure. Okay, thank you. I know. This happens every week. Alright. We'll stick with 2. Yeah, exactly. They really are. Ugh. Okay. So, starting out, I'll essentially run her how I would want to, which would be Feisho, March, wherever she's got to. There she is. Plus Run May, and then her as my 4th slot healer. Because I feel like this is most likely to be my final conglomeration. But if you were looking to, you could swap out Feisho for someone like Feisho or March, either one, with someone like Firefly for the weakness break apply, which is also a helpful alternative. These aren't nice, are they? There's no coherence here. How unfortunate. Okay, that's at least kind of helpful. Oh, okay. This is good. This is a good card for anybody, honestly. The Frozen is an interesting choice here this week when they're trying to actively promote 2 characters
Let's see.
with fire weakness break. Kaboom. Okay, we're going follow-up attack, completely ignoring the blessings, because that is what this team wants. Not whatever remembrance agenda they're trying to push. Okay. Let's do combat again. I want to try and get an actual chance to show everybody off here. Hey, what was that about? True. True.
Existence is unity.
This is gonna be actively so fast. Okay, there we go.
Nice job!
Never hesitate! Too slow.
Yeah!
You're falling apart on your own. The fearless knows not fear. I won't do.
Oh, I get it!
Shaw just may never get to go here.
Too slow.
Ready to shine.
Y'all need to stop.
Make good practice.
I want to watch her go.
Yeah!
Really? There we go. Like, I need to not have my
Be
hook
of your body
for
and
go.
mind. Yeah! Awesome! Yeah!
I will admit, though, we did probably get the most... yeah, honestly, that's pretty much it. You've got it. You could make a break effect character. You could. I did it. I ran her for like my first, I don't know, first day or two, which wasn't bad. It depends what you need on your team. If you're looking for more break effect and you've got somebody with a wind weakness in particular, you can always do her with Talia's as your rope combo, and then build her for that with break effect. And then as far as your other items, you can do pretty much anything, but gear towards break effect a little bit. Otherwise, yeah, if you're building crit rate, obviously use her artifact set, and then there's a couple options as far as other setups you can do. But yeah, crit rate, crit damage. Well, ideally your ratio crit rate to crit damage, you want about half the crit rate to your crit damage, kind of like in Genshin. So it doesn't really matter quite as much what your stats are, but I would say obviously as high as you can get it is good, but crit rate, at least for starting, you definitely want to be like for sure above 50 would be good. If you can get above 75, that's even better, but that, like, you're starting to get into the perfect artifact rolls like you've been trying for forever. So the ratio is a lot more important than what you're sitting at. I think I have mine. What's she at? Yeah. So I'm not doing that. What I just suggested you do, I'm not doing that currently. But she does not have her full artifact set up. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I need to get my crit damage up, which is... I've been kind of farming for artifacts for her as I farm for everybody else, but because I'm using half of the gear of Lingsha from there. Nice. Oh. No, I don't think I want to do that, thank you. Doesn't sound like fun.
Hey, stop right there.
Immerse yourself in it.
Okay.
Be of your body and mind.
Interesting. That might actually be the way to go with her with this, specifically with the hunt card I've got here.
Eternal.
Would be to try and hit first with Lingsha, because otherwise she doesn't go until forever.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds. The fearless knows not fear. Never hesitate.
But yeah, in my personal opinion, the card we got, the hunt card we got first round, would be the single most overpowered thing you could get, which is whenever you break
Some value,
an
I
enemy's
suppose.
weakness, your character gets to go again immediately.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
Not if you're not building break teams, mind you, but if you've got a good break
Allow me
team,
to purge the root of the problem.
then
Time to cleanse the filth.
or honestly even a decent enough break team, eventually you'll get there.
Nice job! You'll make good practice. There's more to life.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I would say that's probably gonna help is if you can build out, because talent leveling is gonna be key, I think. Like, artifacts are important, and eventually at some point your substats start mattering. Okay, Xingliu. Gotcha. Yeah, then I would probably recommend trying to do that as much as possible. Just because, in general, it will help a lot. Let's see. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I actually don't know a ton about her attacks or her, well, like, obviously I know her story, but I don't know that I've ever even trialed her at any point. She had like a brief interlude in the story, I think, but other than that, I haven't. No, no thank you.
Spicy, stimulating. Something ominous has arrived.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I mean... Okay. Then, yeah, I would say probably the biggest thing then, if you don't really have a ton of your characters built up, would be trying to get their talents leveled and then get them artifacts. The artifacts don't have to be great for them. Like your substats, you don't need to worry about that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, a decent all-arounder is good to have. I feel like. Because I feel like a lot of times characters will get a little too kind of stuck in their own zone, and then you have to plan your team really carefully around them. Okay, I don't like this. That is bad. That's better. And I am never, ever, ever going to get that one. Might get that one. But that's also unlikely. We really need a follow-up attack one. Ah, gross. Okay. Yeah, so this right here, this is what I was talking about. This single blessing will carry you. You don't really need to care about anything else. That is an exaggeration, but not by much for a break team. Okay. Yeah, at some point I'd like to. It's kind of a matter of right now I'm playing them a lot because I'm like trying to get back up to the main story. I think quite soon here I'm gonna hit a point, especially in this game, although they have been more consistent lately with actually providing new content and such, where I'm gonna basically get stuck essentially and not have anything to do for a little while. But so at some point for sure I will.
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
But specifically, currently, I don't have any plans on anything. Like, I don't have anything lined up as my next play. So I am looking for suggestions for sure.
Eternal. Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Yeah, see, that's probably honestly going to be my next one. Would be as I get to like the end of the storyline and kind of caught up with Genshin, it'll be some more Zenless on stream because I am not caught up on that game because I've been playing Genshin.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Be of pure body and mind.
I venture forth to forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Oh, I get it!
In Natlan, I'm at this point, I think, pretty darn close to the end of the second like Archon quest. I'm pretty sure. I'm like right before the feast, so I have to imagine that's close-ish to the end. Of course, I don't know about that.
Grace and elegance.
But that would be my assumption.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you
And then I
5
still
seconds.
have all the like area quests to do.
The fearless knows not fear. That won't do.
So those I for sure still need. That will be probably, well, that'll be my Friday stream and then also this weekend. This is unfortunate. I am, yeah.
I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I honestly have no idea
Less cards! What?
who I'm gonna pull for, if anybody. Cause I'm focused on building. Like I still have characters that I pulled for that I haven't built because I've got I now have 2 teams. I have 2. They're leveled now.
That won't do.
But that is all I have. So
Now watch this!
I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant!
these are some really unfortunate weaknesses for me.
You're falling apart on your own.
Nice.
The fearless knows not fear.
And yeah, I'm excited to see how they continue the storyline cause they're doing the birthday celebration, right? So it should be kind of fun.
Forever. Triumphant!
Yes, they do, cause otherwise they die immediately, and it's really sad.
Some value, I suppose.
It's been a bit unfortunate because I've got my Navia team, which is
Time to cleanse the field.
functionally unkillable because it's got a healer, a flex healer, and the shielding from Geo. Yeah.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5. Never hesitate. That won't do.
I've had to learn to dodge now. It's unfortunate.
Time to show you what Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards!
There's actual skill involved instead of just tanking everything. Ugh, that was rude.
All will be swept away by the wind.
The truth burns clear as if everything in this world is bleeding.
To my heart's content.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
Maybe. That honestly might be the way to go.
Be a pure body and mind.
I venture forth to forever. Triumphant!
Yeah.
Victory is inevitable!
There's more to life.
True. Yeah, if I had to pick, I'd probably go Nahida, honestly.
Fangs and claws got dull. The fearless knows not fear. Too slow.
Just from what I know about them. But rude.
Some value, I suppose.
Don't need that quite yet.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Time to cleanse the filth.
Okay. Interesting. I think I'm actually going to do a minor switch up here in order to properly test out Lingsha, because I think she could use a little bit more help. No. No. Also no. Ugh. I know. And you're not wrong. Although, I feel like based on what I've heard about her, she's more geared towards Mualani than Kanichi. But yes, that is who I would put her on the team. Yeah, I know, exactly. Your thoughts are the same as mine, which is that it would be nice to have the whole set, but I don't know. We'll see. Cause Kanichi absolutely wiped me out as far as all my polls, right? Cause he took, like, I lost the 50-50 on almost full pity, and then he took almost full pity to come back. So it was like I'm getting there, but it's rough. Yeah, I know. I know. It won't. Which is why I'm not sure I'm gonna pull it all. Oh. Boo. I have no credits. None at all. Okay. Go encounter. Should double check. Okay, she does have gear. That's good. Huh. That will help. Something new. It's been a hot minute since I found something new. Let's see. Who are we gonna fight? 4 random blessings. 4 random blessings. 3 random blessings. Okay. That is not how that's spelled. Okay. We'll try that.
Oh. Existence is unity.
Calculating. Detonate.
I won't do it. Like fire until everything burns to ashes!
Okay.
Set the seas ablaze!
The fearless knows not fear. Too slow.
Time to cleanse the filth. Fight to live!
Of course, now that I've switched to Firefly for the weakness supply, we've got our own
Immerse
already.
yourself in it.
That was some solid healing right there.
Be of your body and mind.
Some
The
value,
truth
I
burns
suppose.
everything in this world is bleeding.
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Yeah, I mean, for a healer, she does really solid break effect and honestly decent enough damage when you compare to a lot of other healers or main
Fangs
support
and claws got
characters.
dull.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Never hesitate.
I guess it could be made into one. It isn't right now,
Too slow. I venture forth.
but I suppose I could.
Triumphant. Victory.
Although I'm sure it would take quite a
There's
bit
more
to
to
learn
life.
how to do all the rigging and such. I drew it actually.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you. The fearless knows not fear.
This is more than a battle. Fight to live!
I'm definitely not like super consistent with art or anything, but aw, thank you. I did try. But yeah. Not so much into digital art, but I tried my hand at it. I feel like it certainly is okay, at least for now, considering I'm not doing anything crazy with my streaming. Oh. Okay.
Oh. Eternal.
Detonate!
Like fireflies to a flame.
Well, thank you.
Until everything burns to ashes! Sets the seas ablaze!
Fangs and claws got dull.
Never hesitate! Too slow. Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Yeah.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! You're falling apart on your own.
The truth burns clear. Everything in this world is bleeding.
The fearless knows not fear. Too slow.
Every petal in life's all will be swept away by the wind.
Fight to live! Set the seas ablaze! Fight to live! I will claim victory. Set the seas ablaze!
Never hesitate! I won't do.
Ooh. Interesting. Oh, this is my favorite one. Okay. I feel like, well, you can go either, but purely from a skill utility standpoint, Show wins over
Let's
here.
save some time.
Hey, come on. Like, this is the way to go.
Let's save some time.
Oh, we missed somebody. Is it just you? Yeah. It really is. And it's so easy. Like, it's actually doable. Because I feel like there's so many characters where it's basically impossible. Like, I think you need probably Shell, Firefly. I don't know who else you could get away with actually getting everybody with.
Let's save some time.
Yeah, I feel like one of the first things I did when I actually got her was I just took her to like the mines on in Bellabog, and just I ran around like the bottom zone, you know, where there's a whole bunch of enemies all stacked together, and just hit them and watched it go. It's actually, if you get a big enough stack, they just all insta-die. It's kind of funny.
Existence is unity.
Attack!
Like fireflies until everything burns to ashes!
It really is.
Set the seas ablaze!
Whoa. That was interesting.
This is more set the seas ablaze!
Fangs and claws got dull. That won't do.
Hit, hit, hit!
The fearless knows not fear. Too slow.
Some value, I suppose.
Okay, are you finally gonna get to go now? Really? Okay, there we go.
Be of your body and mind.
I feel like I need to get way more speed on her.
Take four. It fights.
Which also, that one option here is not helping.
I will claim fight to live! Set the seas ablaze! Fight to live!
I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant!
Yeah, I think Lingsha's gonna have a similar problem to Gallagher, which is that she'll never actually go
Forever. Triumphant!
hardly on my team.
Victory!
Which is fine. Kind of. It's certainly a problem being exacerbated by the fact that every time we break weakness with my weakness break team, everybody has extra problems. Nice. Go encounter. Never know what we could find. But I feel like during a normal combat rotation, you'd probably be just fine with her in terms of where she's sitting. But she does require more turns, I would think, than Gallagher. Just since you do have to kind of spam her skill to get the healing. More so. Yeah. On occasion. I think we're going here. Yeah.
Oh. Existence is unity. Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Sam in position.
Yes. You are not wrong.
The fearless knows not
That
fear. That won't do.
is very much a problem.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Too slow.
Like fireflies until everything burns to ashes!
I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable! You're falling apart on your own. Never hesitate! No!
Fight to live!
There's more to life.
Huh. Forget that we're actually getting DOT now, too, from these guys. That's interesting.
Set the seas ablaze!
Fangs and claws got dull. The fearless knows not fear. Too slow.
Allow me to purge the root of the bee of your body and mind.
That won't do.
The truth burns. Everything in this world is bleeding. Attack detected. Fight to live!
Okay.
Set the seas ablaze!
Just do that. Oh. Ah. That's nice. Whoa. Okay. At least they were pretty good rewards for doing that. Okay, point-based. These are always tricky.
Oh. Eternal.
Like fireflies until everything burns to ashes!
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you're running. That last one was a pretty solid set. But I did also choose the harder option to fight, so that also affects things.
I venture forth to hunt.
I should have held off on that. Well, that's okay.
Triumphant! Victory is inevitable! The fearless knows not fear. That won't do.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Time to cleanse the filth.
Too slow.
Ah, yeah, the propagation enemies, the purple ones. Whoa. That was some DOT. Okay, cool.
Set the seas ablaze!
Yeah, no, I hate those things. They're awful.
Fight to live!
Cause like you can't
Type 4 in
just hit
position.
them till they go down. You have to like stagger your damage and then get it to the point where they take each other out. Is what I've found to be the best strategy, but even with that, it's still a struggle sometimes. Because like if they keep on cloning and keep on cloning, then you're just like, well, now there's 7 of them and they all hit you at once and then you're dead.
Never hesitate! Trap! I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! You're falling apart on your own. The fearless knows not fear.
Get it together. Allow me to
Every
put the roots
petal
of the
and
problem.
all will be swept away by the wind.
Yeah, no, they're definitely not my favorite of the many enemies to fight.
Free up your body and mind.
Oh, there we go.
Immerse yourself in it. Yeah. Fight to live! The truth burns. Everything in this world is bleeding. Immerse yourself in it.
Ooh, that was good.
Time to cleanse the filth.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! You're falling apart on your own. Never hesitate! Too slow.
This is more than a battle. Set the seas ablaze!
Okay. If we go here.
To live! I will claim victory for
Just
myself.
gonna casually Psycho Firefly here.
Set the seas
Forever.
ablaze!
Maybe.
I will
Yes.
claim victory for myself.
Delightful.
Fight to live!
This feels a little like cheating,
Set
but
the seas
that's okay.
Firefly type
Need
4
to
in
somehow
position.
get 400 points or something like that before we hit that countdown, so...
I will claim victory for my set the seas ablaze!
Oh, did we take someone down? Yes!
Show me what you can do. I'll give you
Okay.
5 seconds.
There's more to life. Existence is unity.
Oh man, I don't think that's gonna happen.
That won't do. I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Check. Victory is inevitable!
Okay. Well, that's alright. It was just for the bonus, so.
This one looks dangerous. Leave it to me.
Okay, he's already got fire weakness, so we're gonna switch back from Firefly to March. Because this will actually be a good test for Lingsha and her healing abilities and the combo follow attacks that we've got here, so I think that's a solid way to go. Nice, we'll do that. And then probably a healing boost, I would think. Would be good. Or an attack boost based on healing. As far as blessings to overwrite, this is fine. Well, it's actually quite good. This is... you know what? We've been actually dealing DOT here. So we'll keep that, I guess. But these we don't need. Blessings? Yeah. Yeah, you can change them out. In Divergent Universe only, but you can overwrite your blessings. It's this middle option here at the little cat table. And you can also overwrite your equations. Which, if you haven't gotten past Aventurine, I don't know. Well, I guess they do let you unlock this early, I would think, but I guess I don't know. Oh, yeah. Again, only in Divergent Universe, but yeah, you can switch your team out to anybody mid-run. And they'll still do the trace mapping too. So you can like put together trial teams really easily if you want to. So if you're like not sure who to build. Which I feel like that is kind of the most useful feature to me, is seeing if a character is worth building and what team you should put them with. It's a pretty decent reason to hang out in Divergent Universe. That was a nasty roll. There we go. Yeah, you can't really do it in regular simulated. Yeah. Yeah, you can. For sure. Which is why, if you've ever noticed, any effects that affect characters that aren't your active ones, like the all characters lose a certain percentage of HP, that applies to like all characters, not just the ones you have active. For the most part. So, but yeah, you can totally switch them out if you ever need to. Which is kind of nice.
one looks dangerous. Leave it to me.
Incense ascends, entwined with a
Sound lingers.
peach blossoms and
Let's say something.
Existence is unity.
time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Too slow. How about a one-on-one? The fearless knows not fear. Trap!
The truth for everything in this world is bleeding. Nice job!
I venture forth forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Huh. Okay. Interesting.
Never hesitate! I won't do.
Yeah!
Too slow.
Awesome!
There we go. We got that cycle back.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds. The fearless knows not fear. Trap!
Okay.
Never hesitate! I won't do.
Oh, I get it! Now watch this!
There's more to life.
May the foul stench dissipate be of your body and mind.
Here we go. Okay.
The truth burns clean. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Yeah.
Immerse yourself in it.
She does pretty good break effect. It's mostly on the follow-up attack. Well, I can't say mostly. But that helps. March, pretty similar to how you build Fei Shao, to be honest.
Feeling tired already? Time to cleanse
Crit
the
rate,
filth.
crit damage are going to be your best friends. I have her builds. I can show you. Basically, for that, oh, it's not going to let me pull her up here. Well, I can show you when I get out of here how I have her built. But yeah, crit rate, crit damage, very similar to Fei Shao.
Time to show you what I can. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
I venture forth to hunt.
If you wanted to, you could build her break effect, same as with Fei Shao, but
Victory!
yeah, you want
Fangs and claws
to build her
not bone.
probably with the follow-up damage in mind, especially if you're running her with Fei Shao.
I venture forth
And
to
then,
hunt.
so for Lantern,
Forever.
there's one set that's focused on follow-up, and also I think has some crit rate
Oh, I get it!
that's pretty good for her.
You need to get
Every
stronger.
petal in all will be swept away by the wind. There's more to life.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
So yeah, combo, crit rate, crit damage, and then just attack as base.
Ready to shine.
Probably one of the more standard character builds, I would say.
Yeah!
But
Never hesitate! I venture forth to forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Awesome! Huh, yeah!
But yeah, crit rate's definitely going to be her
Time
big
to show
thing,
you
especially
Azure Dragon, White
to get
Tiger,
good
less carbs.
damage out of her upgraded.
May the foul stench
hit.
dissipate quickly. Time to cleanse the filth.
Some value, I suppose. Eternal.
Show me what you can do. The fearless knows not fear. Too slow.
Yeah!
I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
There we go. Now that we're not stuck with random blessings, things are going a lot better. Anyway, yeah, so I have her built, like I said, crit rate, crit damage. Here for crit rate, and then this is actually a pretty good set for her. You could also do the follow-up attack one. It depends what you're going for a little bit. But if you get her crit rate over 70, this is really helpful because her basic attack is essentially all she uses for the most part, and it'll also apply to the enhanced basic. And then, like I said, I'm just running her in Musketeer for the attack and speed boost because I already had it. But you can put her in. Same thing as Fei Shou would be fine. Break effect, if you want to do a break team, Iron Cavalry would be just fine. Otherwise, as far as an all-arounder option, shooting Meteor is always good, just for the energy regen, and then break effect is always helpful for most characters. So that's probably something you already have a lot of if you don't want to put a ton into building her and actually farm for the relics. Either of those is an option. Otherwise, if you're mid-Penacony, honestly, Watchmaker could be fine for building a break effect march. But yeah, if you're going crit rate, crit damage, probably I would go here, Windsoaring Valorious, just like Fei Shou, or that's probably going to be a solid option for her. I mean, there's lots of decent enough options, but like I said, your main substats, break effect I have, and then crit damage, speed are what I went for with her. But honestly, anything you can give her will be helpful, and I went crit rate on my thing, so.
Ooh, peerless.
Her light cone. Well, it depends. I ran her for a little while. I've been running her with Boot Hills. I've been running her as a break effect. If you're looking for not that, if you're not running Fei Shou with Sailing Towards the Second Life, I would run her with it. Otherwise, decent option would be Gwenifens. So basic attack and skill, deal 36% more damage. Otherwise, this is a solid option if you have it. Because she pretty commonly does attack the same target over and over and over again. Especially if you're running her for a boss fight. Potentially a little bit less so if you're not doing that. But especially if you're running her with Fei Shou and you're kind of getting that seesaw effect that you can get quite consistently with the two of them, I would say this is a pretty solid option. If you're trying to build her for crit rate, this could be a potential Dan Heng's light cone, but the 2 or fewer enemies is a tough one to hit, I would say. And then any of your 3 stars, they're going to be okay, but you're not likely to get max benefits for her probably on any of these, other than maybe this would be an option if you are running quite low on the 4 stars. But yeah, I would say her best build probably quite closely matches what you're going to want to run for Fei Shou, which can be tricky. So I would probably recommend if you're running them both together, depending on who else you have on your team. If you don't have a big break character, I would build one of them more geared towards break damage and one of them more geared towards the actual crit rate, crit damage option. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. We're just gonna stack heals here. Yeah, of course. Okay. Any blessings? Haven't really gotten any new ones that I'd care to get rid of. That's solid. I don't want that. There we go. Oh. Let's see if we've got anything useful here. Herta is so tiny compared to her. Haven't really noticed that before, but she really is. Oh. That's terrifying. That's definitely not worth it. And I think at this point that's not worth it, but this one definitely is. If you ever see this, I recommend it. It's great. One of the better curios for running break teams. Let's see, what have we got here? Eh. It's okay, they are really pushing the freeze damage here, which is weird to me. Usually I feel like Simulated Universe at least kind of is tailored a little bit to the recent release characters. Gotcha. Yeah, no worries. I'm probably going to call it a little early tonight too anyways. I have stuff I got to do around the house, so. There we go. Crit rate follow-up attacks. Perfect. Okay. I feel like I always gotta check these ones because there's often the bad option that's kind of hidden in there. This is fine. Pretty consistently fine, actually. No. Huh. Okay. Take that. No threats here, thank you. Okay.
Here you go, Master!
Eternal.
Fangs and claws got dull. The fearless knows not fear. That won't do.
Huh. Okay. That was a touch aggressive, but
You'll
I
make good
venture forth
practice.
to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Yeah! Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, watch this! Oh, I get it!
The truth for everything in this world is bleeding.
Ready to shine.
whoa. That was like a pretty solid amount of damage considering she's a healer as her main utility essentially.
Be of your body and mind.
Like that's getting up there. Way better than I've ever seen Gallagher do at the very least, which is kind of her main competition.
You'll make good practice. You'll make good practice.
Okay, March. Okay. Go here. Let's see. I for once don't actually feel the need to replace much of anything here, which is kind of fun. Ooh, but I do want that. This is one in particular that I'm interested to see with Lingsha, because if it does stagger, that's going to be a lot of healing for her.
This one looks dangerous. Leave it to me.
Peach blossoms and
Sound lingers.
incense ascends.
Let's save some time.
Eternal.
Oh,
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
that was fun.
Never hesitate! Too slow.
Time to suffer.
Enjoying yourself?
I venture forth to hunt.
There will be none of that, thank you.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Every petal in life's garden, all will be swept away by the wind.
The truth burns clear as a flame. Everything in this world is bleeding. Immerse yourself.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's say 708,000.
Time to cleanse the filth.
It
Thank you,
sure
Claw
did.
Dull.
Okay. Alright, girl.
The fearless knows not fear.
Mere pawn.
Got the healer out here doing more damage on her follow-ups than Feisha's doing with her ultimate sometimes.
Time to suffer.
You need to get stronger.
Ooh. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that was actually kind of insane. Not gonna lie.
Here you go, Master.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds. Never hesitate! Too slow. I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Awesome. Now watch this. Yeah. Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this. Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
Okay. Yeah, I would say she's doing great, especially for the multi-enemy setups. The fact that her skill actually attacks as opposed to Gallagher gives her such increased damage in comparison.
The The truth burns clear everything in this world.
Her AoE damage is solid. Obviously, everything is like boosted here, but we're also fighting boosted enemies, so it kind of evens out a little bit. But even I think against your regular enemies, she's gonna do decent enough damage, especially in comparison
May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
with someone like Gallagher, who's only doing a single attack, has no AoE. Ooh, that was fun. Because I do feel like it's the AoE that really is what boosts her that extra cut above a lot of other healers, because she actually has that attack, which is so nice.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! You're falling apart on your own. The fearless knows not fear.
Yeah!
Oh dear.
Oh, I get it! Shing! Time to cleanse the filth.
I venture forth to hunt.
Okay, probably go here.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Nice.
That was sneaky. Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, watch this!
Every petal in life, all will be swept away by the wind. Enjoying yourself? Existence is unity.
Time to suffer. Spin away.
How rude.
I could take 10 of you.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5. Never hesitate! Trap!
Over.
Yeah, it's over already. Fast enough for you?
Okay. Yeah, that was nice. Lingsha's definitely fun to play. I feel like if in direct comparison with Gallagher, clearly a cut above, as expected, of a 5-star. Even with the similar build style, essentially. She clearly does better. I was a lot less focused on her here. She just kind of did her own thing. You spam her skill and she's good to go, which is nice because I feel like with Gallagher in particular, it's a lot more, there's a lot more balance involved, but it does have the potential to create a skill-hungry team if you're not careful. So, like, this is decent. I think pairing her with someone like Boothill would be a problem, because that's certainly one of her potential teams would be as an alternative to the Firefly break team. You could also do one with Boothill and then a support Harmony MC or someone else, or like I've got here, run May, any other suitable alternative, Robin, something like that. So but I think that has the potential to be a very skill-hungry team, which could be difficult to run. Might need someone like Sparkle to kind of offset. But yeah, realistically, as far as our healers go, I would say she's probably she's definitely S tier as far as healers go. Just in terms of overall utility, I would say. The only other healer I've seen that really has a similar level of utility across the board would be Locha for his debuff, healing, and also attack. He's kind of got that whole boat. She's kind of filling a similar mold, but more break effect rather than debuff. But either way, very solid healer, very solid character, works well. Kind of is an all-arounder, honestly. So, I'm quite pleased. I'm glad to have her on my team. Go try her out briefly. Should have a newish pure fiction. Yes, perfect. I'm curious to see how well this is tailored for follow-up attacks.
To hear a story, just come and find me anytime.
Ha, okay. This is a break effect build. That's very interesting. But it's definitely still clearly built for this team comp in essence, which is quite nice. And then we'll put Gallagher here, down here, since it's going to be Firefly, Topaz, and then we'll do Lingsha with my... Who am I looking for? Oh, you, but not you. Not as preservation. Harmony. Always harmony. Gallagher's light cone, so Gallagher is gonna need this. Follow-up damage there, and then break effect here. For sure. Okay.
Sound lingers.
Peach blossoms and
This one looks stink.
Eternal. Oh? Existence is unity.
here you go, Master.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
So this is clearly essentially tailored to this group.
That's all you got?
Ooh. That follow-up, that's nice.
I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Awesome! Watch this! Time to show you what I can really... Azure Dragon, White Tiger,
Which is
Let's
quite
Go!
nice,
Watch this!
because it does mean
Stay
that
away. Every petal in
everybody
life's
here
garden, all will be swept away by the wind.
is actually going to do quite well.
Grace and elegance.
Fangs and claws
Let's
got
see how
dull.
close this ends up being cut. I hope, my hope here would be that this is
That won't do.
not half bad in terms
Nice
of
like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourself!
our points on this first half. It doesn't look terrible so far,
I could take
I
10
venture
of you.
forth to hunt.
because I usually do not
Forever.
do full stars, but this time I feel like we have a chance.
Victory is inevitable!
Although the lack of AoE might be a problem.
Some value, I suppose.
Or perhaps not.
Never
If we can charge up enough, that could be the alternative.
Oh, I get it!
It's a quite fast team in terms of damage with the follow-up, so that should help. Oh,
In the mood for another beating?
nice. Okay. We are not going to hit him, actually.
I like that confidence.
You need to get stronger.
Yeah! Time to show you what I can. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
That won't do.
Okay. We're getting there.
Fearless knows not fear.
Awesome! You'll make good practice.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
It's going to do so much damage against this poor little guy who just won't
There's
even
more to
take
life.
half of it. It's so unfortunate.
Existence is unity. Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
You're falling apart on your own. Never hesitate! Too slow.
Nice like it, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Oh, I get it!
Nice. There we go.
Watch this! Time to show you Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
That's all you got?
We got anybody with fire weakness? No.
It ain't over.
Boo.
Some value, I suppose.
You need to get strong.
I could take 10 of you! Yeah!
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
Gallagher, you need to come back.
The fearless knows not fear. That won't do.
Oh,
Awesome!
there he is. He's coming. Good there.
Shing!
In the mood for another beating? Time to mix things up.
Thank you. Stay safe.
I like that confidence.
Oh, that'll do.
Yeah! Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
I venture forth to hunt. Forever.
Yeah, I'm definitely a big fan of the inclusion here
Fangs
of
and
an
claws got
actual
dull.
weakness break
Never
option in terms of gaining the whimsicality points. It's finally something I can do. But I will also say, being able to actually have a really solid healer on both teams, I think, is going to really be the
Every
thing that,
petal in life's scar all will be
bumps
swept
it
away
up.
by the wind.
because Natasha
Enjoying yourself?
can
That's what you got.
survive, but a lot of times, because she's so reliant on her ultimate, you'll end up dead on accident too early. Against the proper strong enemies.
Nice like a good, my friend.
Which is why I prefer Gallagher
Indulge yourselves!
on a fast team, especially. You can get away with her quite easily on a slower team, or against certain bosses where it's more important to have the team-wide
Waiting means
super
change.
aggressive healing, but
It ain't
maybe
over.
with the fire weakness. Mildly unfortunate.
Yeah!
The fearless knows not fear. Too slow. I venture forth to hunt. forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
This is actually probably one of the cases where I could see Break Effect
Time
Face
to
Shadow
show you
being
what I can really do.
quite
Azure
good.
Dragon, White Tiger, let's
But I
go.
think in this case, because I'm running her with March, we also need that damage.
You'll make good practice.
We're out of Wind Weakness Break.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Ha-sa-ching!
There's more to life. Existence is unity. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Okay.
Never hesitate!
Aw, so close. Okay.
Incense ascent.
Please stay tuned.
Firefly Type 4. Activate. Attack detected. Target sighted. All units on alert.
There we go.
Detonate.
Ooh, nice.
Fireflies until everything burns to ashes.
Although, of course, that
Firefly
wouldn't,
in position.
realistically speaking, be where I'd want that to be. Okay.
Fight to live.
The mood is set just
Yeah,
like
I
the show
do
begins.
quite like Lingsha on the Firefly team because she's more consistent. But if you're fighting someone with a fire weakness, it doesn't matter anyway.
Be of pure body and mind. The truth burns clear as a flame. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Oh.
Liquidation.
The market is unpredictable.
Right. Investing in victory means playing the long game.
Stay in step. The mood is set just let the show begin.
Set the seas ablaze.
Okay.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Yeah, this is
Easy,
going
Nobby.
quite well, actually. Better than
Take your
usual, I would
positions.
say. Which is good.
Let's
I would
improvise.
expect so, considering I finally have
I will claim
The mood
victory
is
for
set
myself.
just let the show
two
begin.
cohesive teams. But
Fight to live.
a real proper test is going to be the next level, if we can get any higher than I normally do, which is nowhere. But we've already beat our 60k here with 3 rounds remaining, so
Stubborn one. Be of pure body and mind. The
at the very least I would
burns
hope
clear.
for both
Everything in
teams'
this
survival.
world is bleeding.
Ooh. Nice.
I will claim victory for myself. Set the seas ablaze. Fight to live. Low risk, high reward.
Yeah, so this is almost set up where Herta would be a really good alternative option if that was kind of what you needed or what you were looking for. There's a lot of ice weakness break
Stay in
here.
step.
So for follow-up teams especially, that would also be a great AoE choice,
Dreams do come true.
and the break effect, plus her follow-up attack being based on
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
what it is. That would also be a solid choice to bring to this particular round as well.
Calibrating.
The market is unpredictable.
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game! Time to cleanse the filth.
I love her so much.
Easy, Numby.
Looking at the teams that I've just made here, purely kind of based on overall cohesiveness and setup, I would say it would make more sense to pair Harmony Trailblazer with Gallagher as opposed to Lingsha, because Harmony Trailblazer for full effectiveness is quite skill hungry, but again only applies if you're kind of running these exact teams, so not quite as relevant.
Rhythm
But
get
that
mixed
is the one
up.
potential
Dreams do
danger.
come true.
Oh. Heck yeah, that's a new record. I barely cleared 60k last time. Alright, let's see if we can get one more step with 3 stars. I have a good feeling about this. Oh, interesting. Okay. Huh. Well, that's just thrown a wrench in my plan, hasn't it? Okay. Most curious. This is what they like to do to me. Which, fair, I guess. But honestly, I would hesitate to throw Boot Hill in here, if only because we're going to switch those two around for sure. Go away. Oh. We're essentially going to flip-flop our teams because Topaz renders everything else irrelevant. Or not Topaz, Firefly. Forgetting my words, we need to be done here soon. And there's wind weakness on there, so that will mean March has effective action. You're good, you're good. Build it like that, switch our options here around, and run with that.
We need a strategy.
Firefly Type 4. Activate. Target sighted. All units on alert. Attack.
Until everything
Here in particular, we're still so AoE.
fight to live!
There's so many different characters that,
Set the seas aflame!
because Boot Hill would be an option for your top group with
Let
the
evaluation begin.
physical damage, but it's really not, unfortunately,
Go
because of the fact that he's only a single target. But Harmony Trailblazer isn't a bad stand-in for additional damage. Topaz isn't really doing much here, unfortunately. Really, ideally, you would want Clara, Luca, any of our more recent
Investing in victory means playing the long
Yumi would be an option. Anybody who's dealing AoE physical is gonna beat out most of the characters I've currently got on my team,
fight.
other than Firefly. for this one. If I had him built, we'd bring him, but I don't, so.
In the mood for another beating?
With drift. Set the seas ablaze.
Dreams do come true.
Mission failed. I will claim victory for myself. Fight to live! Set the seas ablaze!
Life's like a good brew. Full, my friends. Indulge yourselves! It ain't over.
The mood is
Amazing
set.
the
Let
difference
show
two
begin.
healers makes. We're not in danger of dying right now.
Easy, Numby. Go, Numby!
I guess I could have brought Serval. That might have been the option. That might have been the way to go instead of Topaz here. Oh well. Maybe next time.
Sam in position.
I always forget about her. I haven't used her consistently. She'd be a good option if you've got her.
Evaluation begin.
Just do that.
The market is unpredictable. Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Joining the battle. Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
Getting close.
Set the seas ablaze!
Oh. Okay. We're at 20.
Let's improvise. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
This is where speed boosting is going to become critical, I think. But we do have some fire weakness built in, which is going to help too.
Fight to live! Low risk, high reward. With interest.
Threat raised. Mission failed. Copy. Suppress.
I'll catch up. Dreams do come true.
Firefly Type 4 in position.
Okay.
Set the seas ablaze!
Oh.
Threat raised.
Okay.
Component damage.
We're getting there. We're getting quite close. Let's see, is there a smarter way to do this? Not really.
Fight to live!
Step up, let's see ya.
I think we go heal
Time to
alts.
mix things up.
Great teamwork.
Life's
Yeah.
like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Damage.
I like that confidence.
Okay, come on, hit her. Hit her again. Yeah. Oh no! Not that stun.
I like that confidence.
That's so unfortunate. Okay. Well, I
This
say
one
unfortunate.
looks
That was
dangerous.
just fine.
Blossoms and divine
Sound linger.
incense ascends.
Let's save some time.
Existence is unity. Oh? Eternal.
This
Every
one's certainly
petal
going to
in
be
all will
close,
be
whether or
swept
not we
away by
can
the wind.
I could take 10 of you.
limp by with those
Job. Time to show
full
you
stars.
What I
It's
can
going to
Azure
depend how many
Dragon,
other
White Tiger,
weaknesses we
Blizzcard.
have
Watch this!
that we can't kill.
Never hesitate! Too slow. I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Oh, I get it!
Which
Now watch this!
it might just not matter, to be honest.
your body
There's
and
enough
mind.
fire weakness here. And I can always try a reorganization too,
Everything in
but
this world.
it's gonna be close. Ooh. How rude.
The fearless knows not fear. I won't do it. I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Okay. See, this is where the big numbers start kicking in.
Awesome.
We're at 40.
Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Nice.
Time to cleanse the filth. There's more to life.
Fangs and claws got dull. Never hesitate! Too slow.
Nice. Okay.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Oh, I get it! Huh, yeah. Time to show you what I can really... Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Every petal in life, all will be swept away by the wind.
Okay, we're at 45, so we're close. It's gonna be close, this one.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds. The fearless knows not fear. I won't do it.
Some value, I suppose.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Time to cleanse the filth. Ready to shine. Yeah!
Fangs and claws got dull. Never hesitate! Too slow.
The truth
All
runs
right.
clear as if everything in this world
Here's where it's gonna come down to.
is bleeding.
Ooh.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Awesome!
Okay, that's 50.
Now watch this! Time to show you what I can... Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Grace and elegance.
Okay.
Eternal.
Get it together.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Be of your body and mind. Yeah!
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Hmm.
The fearless knows
Okay.
not fear. I won't do it.
Oh, I get it!
Quite close, isn't it? Alright.
Enjoying yourself?
You need to get stronger. Ugh.
This is where we missed that speed boost.
Enjoying yourself?
Ready to shine.
Okay.
Yeah! Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, watch this!
That is so close. Honestly, closer than I've ever gotten. So that is a win. Some mild reconstruction here. Lingsha killed it. That's not really all I have to say. Honestly, she isn't even built with the best like artifacts for her, like the best substats.
I think they
We're
just
not
made
quite there
things up.
yet. So if she's doing that when we're here and keeping that team alive, I cannot wait to see what she can do on a full build. But very solid character. For sure. Highly recommend. Especially if you're low on a support or a healer and you're feeling like you're lacking there. Because I was, and thank goodness for the new healer. Alright. Well, that's probably all I've got for tonight. I gotta get going here. Need to stop making noise in the background. Thanks so much for joining me. It was a good time. Glad to have gotten to kind of experiment with her a little bit, try her out with some different teams. I think she's a very solid support, solid break character, solid all arounder. So that was fun. Anyways, my next stream for Genshin will be this Friday, 6 p.m. EDT. And then my next Honkai StarRail stream will probably be just next week during the week on Monday, 6 p.m. EDT. So you can catch me then. And I hope you have an awesome rest of the evening or morning, I suppose, whichever time it is for you. So have a good one.